Welcome to my review for Transformers Fall of Cybertron on the PS3. Now I played War for Cybertron, and it was alright. Nothing really all that special, and I had hopes that the second one would be even better. Thankfully, it is better. Fall of Cybertron picks up exactly where War for Cybertron left off. And the story in this one is that you get to play as Transformers, and that's all that matters, and we don't care about the rest of the story, really. So although this still probably wouldn't rank in my top third-person shooters of all time, I still found a good deal of fun in it. And what made it better than the first one? Well, I think they spruced up the color palette a little bit. One of my complaints that I made right off the bat in my review for War for Cybertron was how dark and dull everything looked. But this one, there's actual colors. Sure, it has its dark areas, but it has a nice contrast with the areas that are much more vibrant. Now, I don't mean bright in the sunshiny rainbow sense. I just mean the palette was a lot more diverse, which I think is what's needed if you're going to base a game off of a series of toys and an 80s cartoon. Tied in with the better visuals, I thought there was a more diverse choice of environments to play through. In the first one, it felt like there was a lot of the samey corridors you'd have to go through. But with this one, you're outside and you're inside and underneath a big crawler, and you're jumping from these platforms to platforms. Everything just didn't feel quite as samey as the first one did. They did throw in a new weapon upgrade system as well, and I guess that's alright. It didn't hinder the game in any way, but it did just kind of feel like they threw it in to say, look, we have a weapon upgrade system. They did change the way the story unfolds. You still get to play as Autobots and Decepticons. It did feel a little bit more like Autobots more often, but there's not a separate campaign for each. You just play through the story and take control of the ones that are necessary when their time comes up. But you do get to play as Grimlock. And that is nice, not so much just because you can say, I get to play as Grimlock, but you did have enough of a difference in style to the way he approaches combat. So when that time came around, it was pretty refreshing. The only thing that I thought was lacking compared to the first one was the need to transform. And since it is Transformers, they maybe could have played that one up just a little bit more. Still, I don't think it holds it back from being the better sequel. And in that sense, it does exactly what a sequel should do. Improves on pretty much everything. It looks better, it's more interesting to play, and it's all around just more fun. The fact that you're playing as a Transformer is still the big draw to it, and if you're not into Transformers, you might not find yourself getting into it very much. But if you wanted to play one of the two games, this is the one to try.
The overall Shockwave's programming!
Never give up! No one's tougher than me!